Shalom.
Shalom, shalom.
We're the brothers. I'm Tawalai.
It's Brother Shakar.
Back again to do another lesson. Lord's will it be edifying to the flock. And as always, before we begin, we want to start off by giving all praise, honor, and glory to
Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem, Rakakodash.
And double honors to the apostles, the elders, the bishops, the men of great millstone. Peace and salutations to the 144,000, the hopeful elect, and to the men, women, and children scattered throughout the four corners of the globe. We want to say shalom.
Shalom, shalom. Yep. Just wanted to get into an article, okay? And we're not going to go into the whole article, but I'll post it as the thumbnail. Just going into a quick article. It's through CNN. And it says Supreme Court allows White House to press social media companies to remove disinformation. You see, and we understand that the main reason why they want to take pretty much oppress the platforms, okay, that the brothers are bringing out this truth is because why? It's because this truth is hurting them, man. It's getting to them. It's gotten under the skin. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. They're getting ready to bring in, okay, the famine of the word. You see, but really, it's all coming from the power and spirit of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai. Hey, this word is hurting them. You see?
And it's the power of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai. With all the malfeasance that's on this internet today, this is what you're mad about.
Right.
Which, is understood. We understand why you're mad about it, because this is what's bringing you down.
Right. I'm going to read a little bit more. I'm not going to read a lot, just a little bit. It says the Supreme Court on Wednesday said the White House and federal agencies such as the FBI may continue to urge social media platforms to take down content. Listen, the government views as misinformation. You see? So that's exactly, okay, what they want to do. They want to have the power to say, well, this is right, this is not right, this is that's wrong, this is wrong. No, man. Okay, we're coming out from the scriptures, from the power and spirit Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai, and they hate the word, man. They hate the word that's coming out.
Oh yeah, because it speaks to their downfall, speaks to their demise. And I mean, hey, nobody wants to hear that your end is imminent.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
And all that you strive, the billions and the trillions of dollars that you spent to hide the truth, to muddy the waters, to do all that you've done has come to naught,
Con. So we'll start off right there, bro.
Isaiah 13.
Yep.
This is Isaiah 13 and verse 1. The burden of Babylon, which Isaiah, the son of Amos, did see.
And what's a burden? A burden is like a discomfort, man.
Yeah.
See, and this is the burden of Babylon. Speaking about America, Babylon the Great. Not speaking about the Neo-Babylonian time period or even ancient Babylon. Mm-hmm. No, this is speaking about the Babylon that we're in today.
Mystery Babylon.
Con. Yep, keep on, brother.
Lift ye up a banner upon the high mountain.
Right, and the high mountain is this government, okay? When you go into mountains, hills, it's speaking about governments. You see that the high mountain is speaking about America, Babylon the Great. Why? Because they're rulership.
Over the whole globe.
Over everything.
You know what I mean? Over the whole globe. And this because of what everyone must go through in order to, do certain things.
Right.
If you want to be a ship's captain, you have to speak English. If you want to be a pilot, you have to speak English.
Yep.
All of these things, even
the money.
If you're a Russian pilot, you have to speak English.
But whose face is on the money?
Whose face is on the Federal Reserve notes. This is that high mountain.
Right.
And it's a very high mountain. Make no bones about it. They've built up a military that ensures what they believe that mountain will stay forever.
Right.
It's
strong. I mean, it's collapsing, but it's still strong.
Yes, sir. So continuing on, exalt the voice unto them, shake the hand.
Right. When you shake the hand, it's like you're telling them off, man. And that's exactly what's going on, man. We're lifting up our voice like a trumpet, and not only to show Jacob their sin and Israel their transgression, but to also what? To tell this devil they're guilty.
Going to the voice into the house of the noble.
Yeah, it's gonna say it.
Yeah. Shake the hand,
right,
that they may go into the gates of the nobles.
Right. And that's these elites, man. They've heard, okay, the men of the Lord, they've seen it, and then what? A great exceeding army, man. Speaking about, okay, the true men of the Lord that are bringing out the 100% truth. You see, these devils, they know who has the truth and who doesn't. They know who's calling upon the proper names, okay? Who's bringing out the proper doctrine of Yahweh Bashem Yoshai, man. Mm-hmm. You see? And they're afraid, okay? And they're pissed off, okay? And they want to get the true men of the Lord off the streets.
Yeah, they know who they can buy off and who they can't.
Con.
So
let's go to grab Jeremiah 23 and 29, brother. I'm gonna get this other one. Yep. So this word is burning them up, man. And now in the scripture, okay, speaking about Jake, okay, but we can use it to Esau, these other nations, again, mainly the ones that are in the power seat, okay, and that's the Edomites. What, brother?
We start at 28.
Yeah, if you want to, brother.
This is Jeremiah 23 and 28. The prophet that hath a dream, let him tell a dream.
Okay, yeah, because this is speaking about, again, we know this is speaking about Jake, man, about Jacob, the false prophets, okay, and you're seeing it, man, they're making themselves known.
Oh, yeah.
You see everything going on between, IUIC, Sakari, okay, the nonsense that they're spilling, okay, you can truly see that they are the false prophets.
Hey, man, you have to have a level of audacity and arrogance about you to say that someone who has actually written scriptures didn't know what they was talking about.
Right. Paul's not the authoritative.
Right. What does that mean? That you are? Did you? Yeah, I don't even want to get into that.
No,
but
it's a whole different topic. But yeah,
it makes you shiver to think that somebody has that much audacity.
No, it's showing you who has the truth and who doesn't.
Simply put. Let him tell a dream, and he that hath my word, let him speak my word faithfully. What is the chaff to the wheat, saith Yahweh? Is not my word like as a fire?
There's a point, right? This word is like a fire, man. Not only does it burn up these false prophets, okay, it's also burning up these leaders, man, the elites, okay, the Edomites, those in the power seat. It's burning them up, man, because they're hearing it, they're seeing the men of the Lord, and they're afraid.
Saith Yahweh, and like a hammer that breaketh the rock in pieces.
Right. And right now, this word's become a hammer, man, and it's breaking these people in pieces, man. They don't want to hear, that judgment is getting ready to come upon them. You see, so they're going to try to push very hard to get the men of the Lord off the streets, to get the men of the Lord off these platforms. Why? Because it's burning them up, man. It's hurting them. See. Let me grab this real quick. This is Hosea chapter 6, verse 5. It says, "Therefore have I hewed them by the prophets." The men of the Lord that the Lord has set up, man. It says, "I have slain them by the words of my mouth, and thy judgments are as the light that goeth forth." See, and through the men of the Lord, and they're hearing their judgment, man. They're right now. They're when you have them in court, and you're telling them, you're bringing their accusations to them, and all the evidence is what? It's pointing that you're guilty, Esau. You're guilty for what you've done, man. You're not gonna get away with what you've done.
Yeah.
You want to add anything to that, brother?
No, I mean, because I got to reading a couple more down here, and it was just like, man.
Yeah, going into the false prophet.
Yeah, and it's just speaking to you men out here that are just you don't fear Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai.
No.
You really don't, and you don't even recognize that He's against you. You know. I'm gonna read 31. It says, "Behold, I am against the prophets, saith Yahweh, that use their tongue and say He saith." And that's something you all are man. You quick to say the Lord said, you know, quick to put Him in the mix of your lives,
right?
And think that there's going to be no retribution for that.
Yeah, because this judgment is really for Esau and the nations.
Yeah.
But 2/3 of our people, including those that are prophesying falsehoods, you're gonna get caught up in that destruction. You see, you're gonna get caught up in that destruction. Why? Because you're not bringing out the true doctrine. Okay, you're bringing out lies. You're being a liar, just like Esau, man. You see. And they're not going to get away with it. They're being exposed for everything that they're doing. If you could, brother, grab Isaiah 25 and verse 7. Grab this one.
This is Isaiah 25 and verse 7, and it reads, "And He will destroy in this mountain the face of the covering cast over all people."
Right now, because there's been a covering, okay. It says in this mountain, this government, okay, speaking about America, Babylon the Great, chiefly, and throughout the whole fullness of the earth. Why? Because this devil has deceived everybody, man. You see, but the face of the covering cast, okay, is getting ready to. It's coming off. Okay, you can see who this devil is.
Yeah.
Okay, look what they're doing over there in Gaza, man. Who's supporting it? Who's doing it and who's supporting it?
Yeah. And not only that, but you know, hey.
Well, there's so much.
That covering cast, because now people are beginning to be identified.
Right.
You know,
right.
We know who Esau is. That veil that you've used to cover yourself. Because while the Most High hid us in plain sight, you've been hiding in plain sight.
You want to be everybody but who you are.
Right. But the world knows how many people are talking about Esau right now? You know what I mean? Moab, Ammon, Elam. You know, all these names that you managed to, you know, mix around and hide. Hey, these covering cast. These, you know, hey, we know it ain't no such thing as this. It's that.
Yeah, they're being exposed for who they are, what they've done.
Yeah.
Okay. And there's a recompense coming, man. You're not going to get away with what you've done, man. You're guilty. Guilty as charged. You see? But let me grab this. This is Colossians 3, verse 25. It says, "But he that doeth wrong shall receive for the wrong which ye have done." And you know you've done wrong. The receipts are there, man.
Oh yeah, done nothing but wrong.
See, and there is no respect of person. So it's the Lord going to hold everybody accountable for what the wrong they've done, man. And that includes 2/3 of our people, just like the brother was going into what he brought out about the false prophets, because we know that scripture was speaking about Jacob, okay? But hey, we're using that towards Esau, man, because you know the elites, the ones in the power seat, because they're being consumed by this word, man.
Yeah.
You see, and they hate it. That's why ultimately the famine of the word has got to come in, man.
Yeah, they can't pretend like they're ignoring it anymore. You know what I mean? For the longest, they've acted as though, you know, if we just ignore it, it'll go away.
Right.
But it hasn't gone away.
No,
it's grown.
They're just being exposed more and more.
Yeah. The very thing they use to try to take it down has given it, man, more what's the word I'm looking for?
More fuel for the fire.
More con. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Had you know, without Haman, we wouldn't know that it's 6 million, you know, identifying as Hebrew Israelites
Mhm.
at this point. You know what I mean? And growing. You know, and there's people that watch his channel and learn about Hebrew Israelites and then come and find out what it's about. So the very things they use to try to bring this word down, hey man, you know, they've been happily found to be trying to fight with the Most High.
You're gonna lose.
He's lost already.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You know, you like a boxer that's been knocked out on their feet. You just don't know to go down.
Punch drunk.
You know, you just you know, you already mauled. You just waiting to fall over
against the ropes, all wobbly.
yeah.
Can't see straight. Yeah, it's like you drunk.
Yeah, punch drunk. Yeah.
But this is like, again, you know, you got these devils. They want to push this legislation, okay, to get the word off of the streets, okay, on social media platforms. But really, it's the Lord that's bringing in the famine. So let's grab that, brother. Amos 8:11.
Come. This is Amos 8 and verse 11, and it reads, "Behold, the days come, saith Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai power, that I will send a famine in the land, not a famine of bread."
Right, and it doesn't mean that there's not going to be a famine of food and water, because there is. But this is speaking about a particular famine, which is going into the famine of the word, not hearing this truth anymore.
Nor a thirst for water, but of hearing the words of Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai.
See, so ultimately it's the Lord that's going to bring in this famine, man, where the men of the Lord are not going to be able to be heard anymore. Yeah. You see, you're going to be looking, well, it's going to tell you, you're going to be looking for them, but you're not going to be able to find them.
Yeah. And them Christian churches, boy, they still going to be there for you.
Yeah.
You know?
But they say go to them, huh?
Go on back in there, hey, go to those that sell and buy.
Right.
Hurry up and buy.
Right.
You know, hey. And they shall wander from sea to sea.
Right, they're going to be going everywhere. Where are those men at?
Man.
Where are those men that were saying, was it Yahweh Shai? But it's going to be too late, man. There's going to be no more, it's going to be no more, the doors of mercy are going to be shut, man.
He that is filthy.
Let him be filthy still. Yep.
Man. And from north even to the east, they shall run to and fro to seek the word of Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai, and shall not find it.
You hear that? Not find it, man. So the Lord, it's already written, and the Lord said, "What? I have declared the end from the beginning." Okay, from ancient times to things still not yet done. My counsel shall stand, man. So there's going to come a time when you're going to have, Israelites. Okay, because that's. Really, this is about Israel, man. But we know the elect, whoever they may be, and they're going to be sealed by that time. More likely, if they're not already sealed. You see? But you're going to have those of the 2/3 number trying to find this 100% truth. It's not going to be there. The doors are going to be shut, just like in the Noah's Ark, man. When they said the angel, was the angel, was it the Lord? The angel shut the door. Yeah. Man, so that once that door is shut, yeah.
No one gets in.
No, yeah.
And no one gets out.
Yeah. Yeah.
So no one's going to come out to help you get in. You know, because
it's going to be too late.
Yeah. I mean, we're you know, except for what Esau has done to us, where he has really fucked us up, we're actually a loving people, man. You know, and you know that, you know, Noah would have probably, man, all them screams and the babies and all of that, you know, and that's something that all you know what I mean? Oh, the Lord is all love. That, hey, y'all need to, you're not remembering who it is, man. You know?
Right. Yeah, because Jacob, as a people, okay, all the way down from Judah, all the way down to Issachar, so-called Negroes, down to so-called Mexicans, hey, they're compassionate people, man.
Yeah.
A lot of compassion, but we've been polluted by the pollutions of the world.
Yeah. So
harshly, hey man, that our people are all fucked up, man.
Yeah.
We're just backwards.
Was that his eyes shall be evil towards his brother?
Right, going back to the curses.
You know what I mean? So, you know, we suffer that now.
Mm-hmm.
You know.
Huh.
And this is why this devil, again, and that's another covering, because this devil has been able to use that to shine us in such a negative light. You know what I mean?
Right.
Look at these monsters.
Yeah.
The evil Negro.
Right.
You know? When in all actuality, you know, and that's why, hey, that covering cast is being lifted up off of all things, man.
Right.
We're seeing who the ultimate murderer is.
Right, because the Lord didn't, you know, we're not here to be, you know, niggas,
no.
You know, gangsters,
no.
You know, cholos, you know what I'm saying? You know, all that madness, man, that was pushed upon our people, man. Yeah. To where now we're ass backwards, man. Everything's upside down, everything's backwards. The men are vile, the women are even more vile. Yeah. I mean, we're destroyed people well, going back to the curses. Curses say we're going to be destroyed.
Hey, and that's why the scriptures also says that the judgment is going to begin with this house.
Right.
You know what I mean? That's why it's called Jacob's trouble. Because you in trouble, Jake. You know, what was supposed to be for your betterment, you turned and manipulated it and bastardized it into you can do whatever you want and you can live how you want and you can be how you want. Mm-hmm. So that which should have been your punishment, you took and you just, you know, you got nothing from it. You got worse in this Babylon. Yeah. You know, you just accepted your fate and you ran with whatever this devil was gonna, you know what I mean, put on you.
Con. If you want to grab Ezekiel 3:26, and I'm gonna grab this. This is Ezekiel chapter 7 and verse 25, and it says, "Mischief shall come upon mischief, and rumor shall be upon rumor." What are we hearing now? Rumors. Okay, rumors of wars and rumors of wars. Okay, all kinds of mischiefs going on throughout the whole four corners of the earth. It says, then shall they seek a vision of the prophet. Why? Because things are going to get worse. Okay, the wars are going to ramp up. You're going to have a Jacob's trouble come in. Okay, you're going to have the mandatory implementation of the mark of the beast. Okay, then shall they seek a vision of the prophet, but the law shall perish from the priest and counsel from the ancients. So it's not that the men of the Lord ain't going to have the truth no more. It's just that the Lord ain't going to allow the truth to be heard, man. Again, the legislation that they're pushing is to get the men of the Lord off of various platforms and to get them off of the streets, chiefly, because this word is burning them up, man. You got that, brother?
Mm-hmm. Salakia.
No, you're good.
I was just thinking too that when that time comes, this is something else that's going to be out there. This is Sirach 39 and says.
Yeah, brother, get
27. I'll start at 27 and it reads, "All these things are for good to the godly. So to the sinners they are turned into evil." And this is what's going to be out there. "There be spirits created that are created for vengeance." You know, and that's what's coming, man. When this famine of the word kicks in and all these troubles begin, hey, those spirits are going to be out here even more so. Like we're seeing them now, but they're going to be out here even more so.
Well, look what happened down there at the LA camp, man. You had an angel, man, show up. Yeah. Because we're like the brother's been saying, we're in that time, man. Yeah. Not only are angels probably going to be showing up, man, you're going to have these evil angels. Yeah. Yeah. These evil spirits, man, going around, creating all kinds of mischiefs. Yeah. Chaos.
Which are those spirits of vengeance, man. Which in their fury lay on sore strokes in the time of destruction. They pour out their force and do what? And appease the wrath of him that made them. And we know who made these spirits, man.
The Father of spirits.
Father of spirits. So these two are going to be a part of all that's going to be happening in this world. Mm-hmm. And so back to what it was that you had. This is Ezekiel 3 and verse 26. And I will make thy tongue cleave to the roof of thy mouth.
Now we know this happened at a time, okay, to Ezekiel, okay, but Ezekiel represents the prophets, man. You see, so ultimately, this could happen to the men of the Lord, man. We're not going to be able to speak, man. We don't know exactly how it's going to happen, but there's going to come a time when this word's not going to be available, man. No matter how much you look for it, no matter how hard you search, it's not going to be there. Even if we want to tell you,
Yeah,
we might want to tell you, but we don't know.
It's it's going to be clear that this is going to come about again because, like I said, and I mean, I haven't seen anything, but I'm almost positive that the Christian churches will still be in existence.
Yeah,
still giving out what they call the truth.
Right.
You know what I mean? But this actual truth, this knowledge, this wisdom and understanding is going to be no more available.
Right.
Right.
Remember what happened to Zacharias, right? The father of John the Baptist. Yeah. Remember, he couldn't speak.
Yeah.
He could not speak, man.
They went in until the Messiah was born, I believe.
Right. It was to the work. I forget exactly how when he was loosed, but eventually he was loosed, but he couldn't speak. Yeah.
Hey, we serve a powerful God, man.
Yeah.
So no one really knows what it is that he made, in that time, but. Hey, his words aren't going to go back to him void. So if he said it's going to be a famine of the word, and hey, it is what it is. No matter how he does it, which way he makes it manifest, it's going to happen. It's going to happen.
Right.
And then I'll start from the top again. This is Ezekiel.
Oh, I remember now. Salaki. It's when they asked her what is his name, they were trying to say the name was going to be Zacharias, and she said no, his name is going to be John. And they were questioning why John, and then all of a sudden his he was loosed. He was loosed from being dumb, from being mute. Yeah. Because why? Because the Lord declared it. That his name of being John, was already declared.
And what is John in Hebrew?
Oh man.
Salakia, because sometimes I know knowing the letter J and
right.
Devil pushes it. So you have James and John, but we understand that those were not their true names as well. Salakia,
I can see if I can find it.
Well, that way we can actually, because he didn't use the letter J.
No,
Zechariah. You know what I mean? The Most High did not free his lips to use it. He would have called him. It's not.
Yeah, brother.
And if we can't figure it out now, we definitely bring it forth in another lesson.
Right.
Just,
It's his meaning. Yahweh is gracious. But that's not the correct word. Yohanan. But that's
Yahana.
Yes.
Ya'anan. Because we know it would have been, it's YAH.
Right.
Yahanan. Something like that.
Yeah.
But,
in Salakia.
Yeah, you know what I mean? And we're sure one of the other brothers can pronounce it better and give us a good correction on it. Baba Kashar, but I just using the term John, and making that point, that he would have been mute up until that point.
Right.
The name he would have called on would have not have been, a
John.
No. And Baba Kashar, if we could start getting rid of really all of them, you know what I mean? Because it makes it more profound when you tell these people his name was Yahweh Shai. You know what I mean? And we're not using the rest of the, start giving the other apostles, put some sprech on their names as well. By calling them according to what they would, especially if their names is, with this J nonsense.
Right.
But that's Baba Kashar, forgive me, that's just me, you know what I mean?
Yeah. No, well, I mean, but this, like I said, the scripture says that what was written is for what? For our learning. It was written aforetime for our learning, and also there's no new thing under the sun. So we don't know exactly how it's going to happen, but it might come a time where, we might be getting asked certain questions, and we're not going to be able to speak. We don't know. But read that again, brother.
Yeah, this is bad. So Ezekiel 3:26, and I will make thy tongue cleave to the roof of thy mouth, that thou shouldest be dumb,
right,
and shalt not be to them a reprover.
See, a reprover, telling the people what they're doing wrong, man. Yeah. But what does it say in Proverbs? Let me get it.
And when you consider that, people are going to want to know what they need to do to get right at that point. That's what, and it's going to be too late. You're not going to have any information on what you need to do to get right.
Mm-hmm.
You're going to stay wrong. You've been wrong. You've loved being wrong. And now the ramifications that come with being wrong are going to be upon you. You're not going to get your necks out of that damn vice, man.
Con, you know what? Just let me get it, brother.
Yeah.
I'll get you can break it down. I'll read it quick. This is Proverbs 1. It's a Proverbs chapter 1 and verse 20. It says, wisdom crieth without, she uttereth her voice in the streets.
What is that wisdom? That's the from the apostles, from their elders, all the way down to little old us. You know what I mean? Crying aloud, bringing out this knowledge, this wisdom, this understanding that has been the gift that was given to us. We're literally trying to give it to you. You know what I mean? We're not asking you for a dime. We're not telling we didn't buy it so that we could sell it. We got this to give to you. It said, buy the truth and sell it not. We're not trying to sell you nothing. We're not trying to bring, Cash App this and PayPal me that.
Mm-hmm.
No, the Most High gave us jobs. We take care of ourselves. Through the power of Yahweh Shem Yahushua. We're bringing out this word. We're following in the footsteps of men that have been given this gift, man, and gave this gift. The 100% truth. They didn't beat around the bush. They didn't trim their ways to seek love. And they gave it to you raw and uncut.
Yeah.
And this is the way we're expected to bring it forth to the next. Same way we got it. No butter on it. No, straight up. As they say, straight up, no chaser. Because this word is valuable, man, to those who the Most High intends to bring that gift to. If you're not meant to get the gift, you're not going to get it. But our responsibility is to cry out, lift up our voice, make known what the Most High is requiring of you, Israel.
Right. And as you read this, it makes it more clear why they want to pass this legislation, man.
Indubitably.
Because the wisdom is, it says wisdom cry out in the streets. But let me get this real quick, brother. Second Ezra 6, verse 28, it says, as for his faith, it shall flourish, corruption shall be overcome, and the truth which had been so long without fruit shall be declared. You don't even got to break that down, brother.
Okay. For so long, how many generations have we been in this land? And now, and how long has, when you go back to the men that came before our apostles, and then our apostles 40 plus years, and now they're seeing the fruits of their labor. You know what I mean? And then the men before them that have passed on, and even those that are believed to have come back through the regeneration process, Abba Bibbins.
Yep.
They believe that he's returned. High
Priest
Priest Abba Bibbins. Let me show some respect on that name. These are the man. So, hey, the The time now, the apostles can look and see that there's fruit, you know what I mean, on that labor that they've had. And when you look at our apostles, man, they ain't slowing down. They ain't stopping. They're not handing the reins off. They pushing harder. And they telling the young, hey, they pushing harder than the young men.
Right.
Because they see, you know, they have that insight. The Most High has given them that insight. And they see the end is nigh. You know? And man, we just pray that we, you know, do as much as them. You know.
Yep. Let me keep going. I'll read verse 20 again. It says, "Wisdom crieth without; she uttereth her voice in the streets. She crieth in the chief place of concourse, in the openings of the gates in the city. She uttereth her words, saying, How long, ye simple ones, will ye love simplicity? And the scorners delight in their scorning, and fools hate knowledge."
Yeah. How long will you stay in these harlot houses? How long will you literally know that the scripture speaks against these houses of Satan that you're in, and yet you continue to go to them? How long will you continue to babble in this monkey ball bullshit that you people call speaking in tongues? How long are you going to continue that up, knowing you're speaking demonic language? How long? How long are you going to keep resisting the truth when you're presented with it?
Right.
How long?
Right.
You know, the truth is out there in the streets. Knoweth you not that the Most High does not dwell in temples made by hands? He's not in those places. You should be, at this stage, you should be fully aware of it. You should have emptied out these churches, and yet you pursue even harder. How long? You got these men, king of the bottoms, you know, I need a jet to move around this place in. All of these demonic men that you've put up as your leaders, as your teachers, as your elders, as your heads. Are you kidding me? How long? You simple ones.
Right. Being simple, man.
You being simple. And the time is short. You just don't get it.
It says, "Turn you at my reproof." See what? While there's still ability for men to give that reproof.
Repent.
But we just read that that there's not going to be any reproving any longer, man.
That and shall not be to them a reprover.
You hear that?
You're not gonna. Hey, they're not gonna be able to tell you shit.
No. I'll tell you. It says, "Turn you at my reproof. Behold, I will pour out my spirit unto you. I will make known my words unto you." And how's that happening? Through the men of the Lord, man, through the prophets. It says, "Because I have called and you refused, I have stretched out my hand and no man regarded." Now we know the only ones that are listening are the elect, man, or the hopeful elect.
Yeah, and I'm gonna finish that verse off since you read that. For they are a rebellious house.
Yeah.
That's why you're not doing what he just read, because you're rebellious. Right. You know what I mean? You'd rather follow your fucking oppressor down the storm drain, man, than do what you're supposed to do.
Dang. Verse 25, it says, "But ye have said at not all my counsel, and with none of my reproof." You see why they still had a chance. Well, they still had a time. But those doors of mercy, they're closing. It says, listen, it says, "I will also laugh at your calamity. I will mock when your fear cometh. When your fear cometh as desolation, and your destruction cometh as a whirlwind. When distress and anguish cometh upon you." It says, "Then shall they call upon me, but I will not answer. They shall seek me early, but they shall not find me." Saying, how are they going to be seeking the Lord? Looking for the men.
That's the one you wanted in the NLT as well?
No.
Oh, okay.
No.
Okay, yeah.
It says, For that they hated knowledge and did not choose the fear of the Lord, Yahweh Bashem Yoshai. They would none of my counsel. They despised all my reproof. See, right now, hey man, you should be happy that there's men that the Lord has set up that are still, giving you instruction, okay, pouring out this wisdom, but they don't want to be reproved.
Hey, and here, when you read this next verse, you're not going to get the reproof anymore. You're going to get the condemnation. You know what I mean? And if I may,
go ahead.
You still read?
There's a little bit more. Let me finish, and then we'll go from there. Verse 31. It says, therefore shall they eat of their fruit of their own way, and be filled with their own devices. So you're going to have to deliver yourself, man, in that time, and you're not going to be able to deliver yourself. You're not going to be able to figure it out. It's going to be too late. It says, for the turning away of the simple shall slay them, and the prosperity of fools shall destroy them. It says, but whoso hearkeneth unto me shall dwell safely, and shall be quiet from fear of evil. So those that are taking heed, they're going to be good, man. But those that are not paying attention, those that are not listening, ain't gonna be no. There ain't gonna be no more time left, man. When that time of the famine of the word comes, it's gonna be too late.
Yeah.
It's gonna be too late.
Yeah, that famine of the word is gonna be, you get no more reproof, no more instructions, no more. You know what I mean? Hey, this is what you should or should not be doing.
Right.
And I'm gonna read verse 27, and it reads, Ezekiel 3:27. But when I speak with thee, I will open thy mouth, and thou shalt say unto them, thus saith Yahweh Bashem Yahushai power, he that heareth, let him hear,
right,
and he that forbeareth, let him forbear, for they are a rebellious house.
Right.
So at that point, all of those who got it, man, who the Most High gave you that gift, and you, man, and the rest of y'all, you're gonna continue on in your same lot.
Right.
No help, no love, no help for you. It is what it is.
Con. Yeah, it's gonna be a time when, hey man, the famine of the word is gonna come in, and it's gonna be too late. See, and you see, like you said, and then there was light.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, so the legislation's out there. Okay, they're getting ready to move, man. But really, this is all coming from the power and spirit Yahweh Bashem Yoshai. You see? So let's just get that Jeremiah, and then we'll close out. Unless you got anything else, brother.
I thought you wanted something out of the. Oh yeah.
Yeah, that's it.
Yep.
Get it.
Jeremiah 23 and
19. Right.
In the NLT.
Right.
Look, Yahweh's anger burst out like a storm, a whirlwind that swirls down on the heads of the wicked.
Right, and that wicked is not only the wicked, which is Esau, Edom, the border of wickedness, and the wicked of these nations, because they're wicked too, man. Scripture says that they seek salvation in vain, so hey, they're all going to be numbered with the wicked. But this also includes 2/3 of our people. Okay, 2/3 of Jacob. You Israelites, well, here in America, Babylon the Great, okay, 2/3 will be put to death, man.
And it's going to begin with you.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? While you looking at, and that's going to be one last insult to injury for you dumb niggas, man. You're going to be looking at Esau thinking he get ready to get his, and no, it's actually you getting ready to get yours.
Right.
It's going to begin with you.
Right.
With your rebellious, ignorant, dusty ass, man.
Mm-hmm.
It's going to begin with you. The anger of Yahweh Bashem Yahushai will not diminish until it has finished all he has planned in the days to come. Right. So everything that the Lord has in mind, okay, for the destruction of America, Babylon the Great, and wherever else there's a lot of destruction, the Lord gonna keep pushing until it's done, man. He's not gonna hold back. No, he's gonna rain. He's gonna rain fire and brimstone, man. Okay, and that's gonna include the ICBMs, the hypersonic missiles, the chariots. Okay, that's gonna let out that concentrated laser beams.
man, the Lord's gonna bring and I'm sure the Lord's gonna be throwing his own arrows, man.
Hey, the spirit's made for vengeance. Teeth the wild beast. All of that is coming to a nation near you.
Come on.
Hey, in the days to come, you will understand all this very clearly.
Right, as it says in the King James, in the latter days, which is in the end, you should consider it perfectly.
Mm-hmm.
Well, it's gonna be too late, man.
Yeah,
it's gonna be too late.
Oh yeah, and that's fitting on how our Lord works, man. You know what I mean? You may be able to ignore it, push it to the side, act like it ain't shit, but in the time to come, you're gonna consider it.
Right.
You're gonna think of all that you were told. You're gonna think of those moments when you rejected the opportunity.
Mm. Yeah.
Hey, you can't really tell Jake nothing though. Jake, hey, until that fire's on Jake's ass, Jake ain't gonna get it. But like this scripture says, man, in the days to come, you will understand all this very clearly.
Yeah.
Or like the brother in the King James, in the latter days, ye shall consider it perfectly.
Perfectly, man.
Man, do you grasp that? You're gonna consider it. You're gonna get it perfectly.
Yeah. Yep.
You know what I mean? If it was one of the prophets there to listen, man, you got it.
You got it.
Ain't nobody gonna be there to listen to you though, bro. You're gonna be all on your own.
Yeah.
Hey, and you're gonna get it then. You're gonna get it perfectly.
That's right. That's right. But hey, they're moving. They're moving, but it's really the Lord, man. The Lord's doing it. You know, so hey man, we want it. Hey, bring it, man. That way we know we're closer to the kingdom.
Yes, sir.
You know?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
So with that, brother, if you don't got anything else, close out, man.
No.
All right.
Yeah.
Go,
so with that, we hope this was again was an edifying lesson. You know what I mean? Just moving in the spirit. Brother had a lesson, so we wanted to bring it forth.
Right.
We thankful to Yahweh Hashem Yahushai for allowing us to come with these lessons as well. And with that, we're going to close out by giving all praise, honor, glory to
Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem, Kapadash.
And double honors as always to the apostles, the elders, the bishops, the men of great millstone. Peace and salutations to the 144,000, the hopeful elect.
That's right.
And to the men, women, and children scattered throughout the four corners of the earth, we want to say Shalom.
Shalom, shalom.
And Wa-a-ba-ba-ba.
Ba-ba-ba, shalom.
Ba-ba-ba, shalom. Come Yasharal.
Yep, come Yasharal. Yeah. I think that was a good lesson.